Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, rest, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut, arm raised with 2 fingers up. JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, welcome to the show. 2 count. Welcome to the show.
All right, folks, I stopped that. You know why? Because I don't have the voiceover yet. That's where we would insert it. We would say something nice about Big Ace. We would say something nice about me. We would say something nice about Whitney, and then we would say how awful a person Tom is.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
So,
Nerdy did say nice things about all of us, just not Whitney. She wasn't with us yet.
Well, that's right. That's right. But anyway, we're happy that you're here with us on Tuesday night. My gosh, what a world that we live in. I just want to say before we get too far.
Do we need to mute you?
No, you don't have to mute me. But I'm going to tell you quickly about an incident that happened to me today. And it was weird. It was super weird. So there is a subway that I go to that's never very busy. And most of the time it's never very busy because I usually stop there later in the day, which is because I have to do my stores and whatever. So I go in, and I don't know if you guys have been to a Subway lately, but some of them, it's like there's not enough business, so they just got one person sitting there. And the one person that's sitting there is a young Hispanic lady, and she's taking my order and doing business. And so I get my food, I sit down, I start eating, and then in comes a woman with a Habib, and perfectly fine, everything's going fine. And then comes this old white-haired dude who, for whatever reason, starts giving this woman crap about bacon. And the first time he says it, I'm like, whatever, it goes over my head, right? And he's like, what, you have a problem with American bacon? And I turn and look at him, and he all of a sudden looks at me, seeing me turn and look at him. He shut the F up and left. Now, I'm not saying I'm some kind of hero, but the thing is, if I'm sitting down, I don't look nearly as feeble as I am. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just thought that was super weird for this guy to come in and like, I don't know. I think I just want to be a bully on my lunch hour. You know? So I don't know.
Congratulations for defeating racism one old fuck at a time, you old fuck.
You know how it is. Anyway.
I don't know how it is.
Yeah, you do too.
It's like the most exciting thing to happen this year for you.
Well, today.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure this just made your whole year, didn't it?
No.
Lies.
I just thought it was super weird. That's all.
You should just ask, like, what kind of bacon other than American bacon you like? You like Canadian bacon?
Canadian bacon? I mean, yeah, doesn't everybody know that?
Yeah, isn't he going to go with a whiter place than just American bacon? Come on.
I know. Well, whatever. I just thought it was weird.
It's a day, though, dude. It's a day. Like, everybody, when I was voting right before this, like, no one was happy in that line. Everybody was just like, what the fuck? Like, I may have been a little snippy with the old lady.
What'd you do to her?
Nothing. I just wanted to get the fuck in and out, and that wasn't happening.
I understand.
He's still snippy.
Well, just to let y'all know, not last year, but 2 years ago when I voted, I went there and I had a wrench in my pocket because I turn wrenches. I do mechanical work, a blue collar shit.
A wrench in your pocket? Or?
Yeah. No, this old dude goes, "Oh, look, a wrench in your pocket. That means at least somebody's working to pay my Social Security." And I never wanted to hit an election judge more than that fucking moment. I'm like, dude, you old bastard, just stay here, retired, and don't fucking talk to me like I'm some kind of chimpanzee just walking around for your amusement, you asshole.
Right.
Anyway.
I'm just curious why you would go to the election with a wrench.
Because I literally I left work to go vote. I didn't even think that I had the wrench in my pocket still, and I just went and voted. And then the jackass said something about it, and I'm like, I just laughed it off because I didn't want to get into any kind of controversy where I got to be arrested at election site, you know?
Oh, I could see it too.
That'd be terrible. Well, anyway,
arrested at the polls.
Anyway, all right. So
wait, hang on. Wait. Have you always had that mustache? I don't remember that mustache on Saturday.
I did not have this mustache on Saturday.
Why do you fucking do this? Every year you put this fucking mustache on and you look like you're about to fucking creep on something.
Listen, dude, it's Movember. It's mustache November. Yeah. I do this every November for the simple reason that
Are you
I
gonna
want
look
to bring...
like that this weekend?
Huh?
Are you gonna look like that this weekend?
Yes, I am.
I'm staying home.
Whitney, you're on my side on this one, okay? I can't have you not on my side on this, Whitney. This is Ace being a dickhead. And
I see a lot of my friends are police officers and they do that creeper stash thing, and I'm fine with it.
Fucking narcs.
It's not creeper if not an actually I'm not a creep. So
not being a creep makes
that might be a personal opinion
for debate.
Oh, you fucking assholes! You know.
Anyway,
for debate.
All right, folks.
We'll cover it later.
Marvelous. We have a fantastic guest. She is making a name for herself very quickly in indie wrestling up here in the Midwest. And we're so happy to have with us this evening Sadie Belle. Please welcome Sadie Belle.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. So we're excited that you're here. Please make as much fun of Tom as possible. That's always fun.
Yeah, I don't like the stash either.
See?
Nice.
right out the gate, Tom.
You know, Sadie, you could be replaced real quickly too. I can go find some junkie on the street or something like that to interview. I mean, we don't.
That's fine. I want to make dinner anyway, so
here, we're gonna do this. There we go.
That's nuts.
There we go.
We'll gladly
To be
kick
fair,
him off the
Sadie, they
street.
just found me on the street, and now here I am. So
That's not true. You were not on the street.
You were on social media.
streets of the internet.
But in all fairness, Whitney, you have a lot of friends that you've never met in person, though. So
Okay.
it's almost like you're kind of the creepy one now.
So, Sadie,
I'm well aware of that.
Sadie, you were mentioning that you are this weekend going to get some shots taken with your belt. That's kind of interesting and cool.
Yeah, I have one of the women's champions belts at Honor Among Wrestling. That's located in like Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's a lot of fun. I didn't expect to get a belt after starting in June, but here we are.
Okay,
So you must.
yeah, go ahead, Jack.
Go ahead. I was going to say you must be
Well,
pretty
actually,
good
Tom's
for them
gonna
to
be
put a
next.
belt on you.
Yeah.
I just work very hard. I don't know if I'm good yet. I just work very hard.
Gotta be good.
So,
You gotta do it.
so where are you? Are you from?
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I still live
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Wow.
But you're from Omaha, not Council,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Not Council, Kentucky. Nope.
Good on you.
Thank you. I feel the same way.
We got that sweet Midwestern reference there. All right. Yeah. Council. We can't just say Council Bluff. We got to say
Uh-uh.
Council, Kentucky.
No, it's
because
Council, Kentucky. Yeah.
Please.
Well, sorry about that. Didn't know that there's that cross river rivalry there between the two, but hooray for you. Hooray for Omaha, I guess, right?
Have you been to Omaha, Tom?
I have been to Omaha
So why don't you love it?
because I've only been there one time. So how can you love something only if you only
There's so
seen
many
it one
cool
time?
things in Omaha, dude. There really are. So, Sadie, did you ever go to the College World Series?
No, I'm not a big baseball fan.
Don't have to be a fan. It's just fun to go.
That's
It's
fair.
not just fun to go. It's not.
It's also a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
me, so
Wait.
Not
Are
really
you not a
my
people
Hey,
person?
no, hey, I want to. I'm glad you just said that. Get it? Yeah, answer that question, please.
Sadie's a people person. Yeah, Amber's really not.
That's
Who's
crazy.
this Amber
though, 'cause-
person? What do we? I see Sadie on the. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking
But
with
that's
you.
crazy though, because I'm kind of the same. Like, unless I'm out doing a show or anything, I don't like being around people. And
Yeah, it's like
especially big ass groups.
Yeah, my social battery goes towards wrestling and doing that, and then after that, it's like, I want to be at home with my animals.
Perfect.
I'd rather be out talking to strangers in public than like in my hometown running into someone at Walmart. Like,
Right?
yeah. But if it's someone I don't really know that I know I don't have to talk to for a long time, I'm like, oh yeah, hey, great to
Oh
meet
yeah,
you.
hey, what's up? Yeah, but if I'm at
way easier.
running into someone at like Hy-Vee when you're like all like it just in your sweatpants, you're like, ugh, I don't want to
Just
talk
like,
to you.
Don't make eye contact.
What
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
animals do you have?
I have a dog and a cat.
Nice.
Mhm.
Who do you like
What are
better?
their names?
Who do you like better?
Oh yeah, put her on the spot.
Damn.
Well, the dog and
Um,
cat don't know.
Oh, they kind of know.
Yeah,
Oh
I have-
shit!
Stella, she's my toy Aussie.
Oh,
she's like
nice.
a 15-pound potato on toothpicks. And then I have Jack, who's my cat, and I call him a void. He's just a black cat. He's my little Halloween guy. So yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm.
And are
We're
you?
all
Are
which
you?
one is
JR, are you cat people?
I no, I'm not. I'm actually. I don't mind cats. I don't have one.
You need to get one.
I don't mind dogs. My son has one, and it's very similar to what you're saying, Sadie. It's a cross between a beagle and a boxer, and it literally looks like its head is too big for, or its head is too small for its body. The legs are at like a V, and the fur actually looks like a dog had sex with a raccoon.
What?
Yeah, you know that wild fur. It looks, and it's that kind of coarse, kind of like if it was laying out in the street, you'd think, oh my God, somebody ran over a raccoon or a chupacabra.
Interesting. I might be biased, but I think Stella's very cute. Her mom's like I have her for my enjoyment, but her mom's like a award-winning show dog. So
Oh, wow.
I would say she's pretty cute. Yeah.
I can't say.
Yeah.
Well, we're all huge animal lovers, so if one of the animals happens to wander into the room you're in, feel free to pick them up and show them off or whatever.
I might. Jack might hop up on my desk and Stella sometimes makes her rounds. So
Apparently
Always
JR is
cats.
not.
Always the cats.
They're the best.
They're the best. Dogs are like children. I like dogs, but not enough to have one. I don't have that kind of patience. How do you have a dog traveling for wrestling? Do you have help taking care of them?
yeah, I have very supportive parents that live like 5 minutes away from me.
That's
So
nice.
I'll drop her off when I'm gone for more
I
than
don't know
like
who's
8
going to
hours.
feed my cats while I'm in Minnesota this weekend.
They'll feed themselves, or if anything, they'll
No.
die trying to eat each other.
Listen, I had to get rid of my automatic cat feeder because Elliot scoops it all out of the damn bowl so it keeps coming out and just scoops it all on the floor.
That's a smart cat.
That's a
You
cat
need
thing to do. Yeah.
You
He
need
is
to
an
bench
a-hole.
him like the guy he's named after.
Okay, first of all, we're not doing this.
Wow, Sadie. Yeah, let me ask this question because the two people on the end here are Cowboys fans. Do you have any allegiance with football at all, or do you not care about that? Just like you do not care about baseball.
I grew up with my dad being a football coach, so
Okay.
I kind of just factored into that. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers girly.
Ooh.
All right,
All
right. So,
I'll
yeah.
allow it. Fine.
Could be worse.
You and our good friend T.S. Aggressor, both Steelers fans. Good for you.
You would have said like the Giants or Philly. I'd have been like, get the hell out.
We have no room to talk any crap about any other team this year. I don't even. We suck.
It's fucking horrible.
Horrible.
As long as they
I
can
feel
admit that the
kind
Cowboys
of
are
bad though
trash.
because earlier this week I was like, well, hey, maybe Dak will get hurt and we can have a chance.
Wow,
Whoops.
So this was your
Wow.
fault. Good to know.
Whoops.
what a
So Sadie-
spiteful asshole.
Don't fuck with
Sadie,
me, guys.
what was it that made you say, gosh, I really think I want to give professional wrestling a try?
I grew up dancing, and after I quit dancing, I just kind of became a lifter and a trainer at my gym who I've been friends with for a while. He does wrestling, Nino Hatchet, and he kind of convinced me to start, and here we are. So just
Were
thought I
you
was
a
like, I'll
fan
give it a try.
previously?
Huh?
Were you a fan previously?
No, I hadn't watched wrestling till about a year ago. I'd never seen it. Like I knew of it, but I'd never seen it.
Okay.
So
You're one
Oh,
of the
that's
rare.
wild.
here's Stella.
Wow.
Oh,
I
My-
told you she
Oh,
was cute.
yeah.
She's so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Stella.
Just like, what is happening?
She looks like your bodyguard.
She kind of is, but she's
don't
like,
you
I'm
dare.
not kidding, like a potato on toothpicks. I don't know
Oh
if
my
you can
gosh,
see.
look at
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
gosh, she's a little
Yeah.
chunk, isn't she?
I love it.
Hey, we don't body shame in this household.
No,
She
I'm
just
not.
has a lot to
Yeah,
love.
you fucking old
I'm not.
ass.
Hey, believe me, I'm not body shaming. If I had a picture of my, see, I can't lift the dog up even if it was here because it's too unruly. There's nothing to hold on to.
Fair. But yeah, she's my little potato.
How old?
She's 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's such a good girl there too, just being able to sit in your lap like that. Of
Oh
course,
yeah,
you know,
she's a big mama's girl. Aussies also have pretty big social anxiety, so her happy place is within
my
2 feet of
God.
Oh
me.
yeah.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
We always end up with animals like us, don't we? That would have been me. Oh my god, I need that dog.
oh, geez,
people.
now it's gonna go all the way to
No,
Omaha.
no,
to your
no.
dog, Sadie.
No, I want
It's green
to.
nowadays.
So, what is it like? Well, you're kind of a rare breed in the wrestling business, and not really coming from watching it as a fan beforehand, or at one time really being. So, like, what was like the shocking things to you when you're going through this training and you start entering the actual world of professional wrestling?
I think the biggest shock to me is how much went into it. Because you see wrestling, and you see all the cool high spots and moves, and the stuff people do, but it's the in-between stuff that matters as well. The ring psychology, just there's so many pieces you're thinking of within a 10 to 20 minute match. So that was kind of the shock for me. It's not just, oh, we're going to do this, this, this. It's okay, why are we doing this? All the kind of stuff like that. So I think that was the biggest shock.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part so far of wrestling?
I've met a lot of great people, so that's been really fun. I've also kind of being like a cowgirl Midwest sweetheart, I've met a lot of little girls too that are just excited to see another girl who's wrestling and like, oh, I want to do that when I grow up. So that's just always kind of made my heart warm of like, yeah, you can do anything, man.
That's
You can beat any
awesome.
guy up you want to beat up.
So, who's been your favorite opponent so far, though? I mean, obviously, a little less than a year in the business.
Oh gosh.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
yeah. This is gonna. By the way, this is gonna be following you forever now. Okay. That
Tom,
person's gonna be stuck
Tom
like
will
glue.
like tomorrow morning be like, you know what Sadie Belle said about you?
Send them the link to everybody.
Hell yeah.
I have a couple of favorites. I'll say that. I've been very fortunate with just it bittersweet. There's not a lot of females in the Midwest. But the ones I have worked with have been great. Amina Belmont, I've gone against a lot. She's phenomenal to work with. I love working with her. Same with Maggie Lee, the Hale twins as well. Those have all been great people to work with, and I don't really have a favorite. I just have a lot of fun people I like to work with.
I'll tell you one, those are all heavy hitters right
Mhm.
there. All heavy hitter, all with big futures in front of them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Maggie Lee's. I mean, that's gonna happen soon.
Oh yeah, she's making her TNA appearances. I saw Amina debuted Ring of Honor recently, so yeah, they're all going.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Hale sisters too. They kick ass, so they're all going really good places.
Yeah, the solid talent. I mean, with the exception of Maggie, all past guests on this show. So you're in great company.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Amina, 2-time actually guest.
Oh,
on the show.
nice.
Yeah, we like our Amina Belmont here.
Mhm.
So, like, have you started to watch pro wrestling now that you're in it?
Yeah.
Like, like, what are you looking for when you're watching it now? Because I gather, again, coming into this not as a fan, you're probably learning a lot more than some of the people you're in the locker rooms with who are watching it. They're just
Yeah, no, for sure. I
Yeah.
think there's definitely an advantage and a disadvantage to like not being a fan prior. So like I didn't come into training being like, oh, I want to do this, 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 and be like this person. I was like, I just want to be good and have fun. So that was kind of the nice advantage of it. There's obviously disadvantages of not watching it and growing up and, you know, knowing all the legends and the greats and having to learn those after the fact. But when I watch wrestling, I'll watch the bigger events like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, all those fun for like entertainment. But most of the time I watch it for like tape study. So how people are moving around the ring, how they're interacting with the crowd. Footwork's huge too. So I watch it more like tape study than entertainment, really.
Nice. You've probably seen Whitney on some of those. She's the obnoxious person in the front rows.
Embarrass myself a lot.
Tried
This
to
is
pull Jey Uso off the barricade a couple weeks
I
back.
did not listen. I blacked out. I don't even remember it. I just keep watching it like that's not even me. Someone told me I was in a video package on Crown Jewel, and I was like, I don't even want to know. I watched Crown Jewel and I don't remember seeing it, but I was like, I'm not even gonna look for it. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, if
Whitney's
you don't
also
remember, it didn't
dancing
happen,
here.
right?
I'm so embarrassing, Sadie. I'm done with me.
So Sadie, you've obviously been wrestling, and do you have fervent fans like Whitney is of Jey Uso?
I don't have
Anyone
any.
almost knocked you off of a barricade, Sadie?
No, I don't think so. I have a few people that I've like seen or say they like kind of follow me around. But I just always say thank you and you know, see you soon. It's different too because I'll be Omaha and then 4 hours. Oops, sorry, my dog moved my camera. 4 hours away in Iowa and then 3 up in South Dakota. So it's like traveling far distances. So it's kind of hard for like I wouldn't expect someone from Omaha to follow me place to place. That'd be insane.
Yeah. Did I see that you're you have something coming up or have just done something up in Bismarck? Or is that am I wrong?
Not in Bismarck, I don't think.
Haha, he's old.
Shut up, you.
It's
Shut up,
okay. I
you.
usually say when I'm in Iowa, I'll just say, "Oh, I'm from my like bumfuck town in Iowa." I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I just like going, and I love the promotions up there. So yeah.
Yeah, Algona is definitely a bumfuck town in Iowa.
I know my parents was like, "Oh, where are you going?" I'm like, "I don't know, bumfuck Iowa." They're like, "That's not an answer." I'm like, "Going to Absolute or I'm going to EWA, something like that." You know what I mean?
So how far currently have you traveled? What's been your kind of travel range right now?
Pretty much Midwest. The farthest I've gone, I went up to Destination Pro, which is in Thief River Falls, Minnesota, and
Oh
that's
my.
8.5 hours from here. That's like close to the Canadian border, I think.
Yes.
So that's the furthest I've gone.
What did the folks think when you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna be a pro wrestler"?
They were shocked that I picked that, but not shocked that I was doing that. I'm the tatted up kind of hair dyed wild child. So they're like, oh, okay, well, don't do anything stupid. I was like, okay, sounds good. So they were very supportive, which I've been very grateful for
Now,
sure.
just so everybody knows, you've done Absolute 2-3 times now?
Yeah.
2? Yeah.
2, I think. Yeah.
And I mean, in just those 2 matches, I think Tom would agree. Like we've seen the improvement. I think me, him, and Mr. Prentice were even talking about it at the last show you were at, about how you can really see the improvement that she's making from that fair show to now here in Algona, and with the bookings and everything. I mean, you keep it busy, so that's obviously telling of you doing a good job, and you're just so fresh at this that it's gonna be really exciting to see where you'll be able to take. Because right now is the time too. You got WWE coming out with WWID. There's just a whole ton more opportunity in this business for up and comers like you. Do you have any goals that you have your eye on right now, or is it kind of you just taking it match by match and seeing what happens?
I try to have realistic goals. So like it would be so fun to wrestle WWE one day. You know, that's obviously where everybody wants to be. But I'm also like, there's people that started this younger who are just more athletically gifted, who have the connections. And like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Amina and Maggie on there one day, like at all. My goal right now, just being so young, is just young in my career in this, is just improve every match. And I think I always strive for perfection, which is never achievable, but I always think that's a good something to strive. There's always something to improve on, even if I think I have a good match, something always could have been done better. So that's just kind of my goal, is just always keep improving and see where I go from there.
Nice.
Now, let me just say this real quick. Are you sure you can't reach perfection? Because Kurt Hennig was Mr. Perfect. So, I mean,
True.
are you positive you can't be Miss
Bum,
Perfect?
bum.
I'm pretty positive, yeah. Knowing me, yeah.
Remember, Tom, she just said that she doesn't know who some of the legends are. So
Oh,
you're just popping some shit off
I,
here.
see, if I would have known this ahead of time.
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you imagine that, like, learning?
Because here's the deal.
I can't even imagine learning wrestlers as I'm
Right.
learning wrestling. There's
Right.
so much.
Well, because here's the deal. Like, we've
Yeah.
always, like, when we talk to you at Sadie, it's about the show, and it's kind of just how you're doing, how your career's going, how bookings are going, you know, how you're progressing. But never really have asked you, like, how'd you end up here? Or any of that stuff. So to hear that you kind of didn't watch this before, I wish I'd have known that, because that would have been a fun game to play.
No,
Sadie Belle
that's why I
tonight.
didn't tell you.
Do you know this wrestler?
Conversations of being like, oh, yeah, Mr. Perfect. I don't think so. I was like, I don't know who you're talking about, but fuck it. I'll breeze by this conversation.
That's amazing.
my soul literally hurts at this moment, only because of the simple fact that, yes, you have gotten very, very good in the short time that we have seen you and the few times that we have. But the not know some of these people. And you mentioned, as far as, you know, just watching basically the shows for tape, you know, as far as, like you said, footwork and all the like, but to not know some of the legends.
I mean, I know, like, The Undertaker. Like, it's not like I don't know anybody. I mean, everybody knows John Cena. His shoulder tackles are in my comebacks. Like, exactly. So it's not like I don't know anybody, but it also does hurt my trainers' hearts every time they mention someone. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
I just
hold on.
like, oh, you remind me of Alundra Blaze. Who the fuck is that? Like,
yeah,
like,
cool.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck you want me to do with that.
No, hold on. You mentioned
Google
two
it.
people.
Yeah.
Two.
Were they not
Can you give me at
legends?
least a handful of people that you know that are actual legends? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot per se, but I am trying to put you on the spot a little bit.
That's fine. Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan is one of
Okay.
them. I would consider Becky Lynch one. I know she's newer, but just from a female's perspective, she was one of the horsemen in my mind.
All right.
Who shaped
Females
WWE.
is harder because they were divas before.
Right.
Realistically, you didn't have anything till Trish and Lita.
Right. I mean, her, like, maybe you don't consider them legends, but to me they are, because watching them, like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Bayley, all of them were kind of like the horsemen that shaped WWE to not be not be the bra and panty matches anymore. So they'll always be kind of like legends in my eyes, even if they're not like the 80-year-old muscly guys.
All right. You know what? Fair. That's fair. I'm not going to go. I'm not.
Like,
I'm
she's
not
not going to sit here and try to talk about how good the fabulous Moolah was in the ring. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just hard to get for female because it was bra and panty matches and
right. And like I would love to watch the legends in like the 80s, because I mean there was good chain wrestling, but realistically when I'm watching it for tape study, I'm not a big bulky guy that's going to be doing some of their stuff. So I want to watch, the females that are like me and do stuff, and because that's who I aspire to be.
And to go back, even the women that were wrestling in the 70s and 80s, the athletic ability that they were able to use, not so much.
It wasn't really anything crazy. I mean, they just weren't allowed to do very much, I feel like, but I feel like a lot of them could. Yeah.
I would.
Well, it's gonna hit the rails. I apologize for that question.
No, that's okay. Ask away. I'm sassy too, so I'll come back at you.
Nice.
Fair. Okay.
So wait, well, like when you were growing up in high school and stuff like that, before you got to wrestling, you said dance, but what were some of the other things that you had interest in that you were doing?
I did dance and volleyball. Those were my two primary ones through high school. And then wasn't good enough for any like college scholarships, so I kind of stopped. and turned to lifting because I like to be active.
What was your position in volleyball?
I was a setter.
Oh,
How tall are
okay.
you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay. Me too.
When you got a little bit jealous, just
Okay.
making sure, like, she's.
I don't know. Most volleyball players are like 6'2".
Oh my god, they're like trees.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, fucking Maggie Lee.
Yeah,
Like,
she's tall.
hi. Like,
I'm
But everybody's-
5'8" too, and I'm like, when I was in school, I played basketball, but like the coach was like, "Oh, you're so big, like play volleyball." I was horrible. I have no idea. I don't understand volleyball. I did not know what was going on. They're like, "Yeah, never mind. Go back to basketball. We don't want you." I was like, "Okay."
There. 5'8" is like weird because some people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're so short," and other
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh my god, you're so tall." It's a very like weird in between height.
Mhm. I live in a
Yeah,
really
Ace.
small town in Illinois, so I'm like tall compared to everybody here. But
Oh, I got
if
you.
it's like a city, I'm not.
Yeah. No, it's fair.
Hey, Ace, do you consider
Everybody's
5'8"
taller than me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
everybody's taller than me. Whatever.
I didn't need to say it like that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Not everybody. Babies are smaller than you.
Good one, JR. Fucking, you guys can watch JR do comedy Friday.
JR headlining the comedy show Friday nights.
Holy shit, that was a terrible joke.
You better do better than that.
Oh shit.
I'm
Sadie,
driving
do you-
6 hours for this.
Yeah. Sadie, here's a question. Since this is the 2 count where comedy meets wrestling, do you watch a lot of comedy, like stand up or even like comedy movies, or are you just all business?
Sometimes, not really though.
This is
Nice
really just
question, Tom. Really good fucking question, Tom. What's wrong with you?
She's like, I don't want to offend them, but fuck their comedy stuff.
I love the way that she answered it too. It was very respectful. It was like a very flowery fuck you, Tom.
Well, how do you respond after you just JR said a joke that was like, eh? Like, oh, you like comedy? I don't. No, but I guess I don't know.
Sadie Belle is the best, Tom. You got.
we don't really consider JR as comedy anymore. We're just kind of like just trouncing him out there as like an old gag for everybody just to kind of laugh at, not necessarily with.
Did you know that
Sorry,
Tom
JR.
got kicked in the balls by Bryce Jordan?
We're not playing the video right now, though.
No, I don't want you to play the video. I
feel like
I
that's
just-
been played enough.
it's been overdone.
But yeah, anyways, real quick, these guys. Friday night, get your tickets.
That we have time for, just to promote real quick.
Right after that fucking shit joke. Get your tickets. Oh my gosh. Okay, so have you made it? You got in June? Is that what you said? So like
I had my first match like June 15th.
Dang.
Was That wasn't the fair show though, right? That wasn't the Algona.
No, the fair
that
show
was
was
like
like my
August.
3rd or 4th.
That was like July or August. Damn,
Yeah.
and
You
you're
became
getting-
a champion within 4
I was
months.
just gonna say, and you got strapped by a company already.
Yeah.
That's freaking huge. Like
So
so, like
impressive.
now that you're in it though, are you starting to love it?
Oh yeah, I loved it. After my first match, like that anxiety, like feeling kind of went away. And yeah, I've loved it. Like I love traveling every weekend and have a lot of fun meeting people and going out there and like just having fun and wrestling. Like I feel like you can tell the people that care and have fun versus who don't, and matches reflect that. So yeah, that's having fun. Yeah, for sure.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
How does the independence feel? Is it like different? Like the traveling by yourself and like
I don't mind. I actually haven't had to travel by myself a lot. I'm very lucky because I trained at Bulletproof Academy there in Omaha, and that's affiliated with Magnum,
Mhm.
and they've been really great at like taking me to promotions and like people get it. I think I'm the only female in Nebraska right now. So yeah, I've been traveling. I'll go with them to places, or I've only ever traveled alone once.
Was
But
it
yeah.
that 8 hour? Was it like the
No, thank God
longest
that
one?
was like, although I will say that was like 5 guys in the car with me, and I was like, there's a lot of testosterone in this car right now for a super long car ride, but no, it was a lot of fun.
She's like, I wish I was alone. On this.
So just out of curiosity, how did you develop your character?
Yeah, that's actually a funny story. I guess to me it might not be that funny. I was struggling to find my character in the beginning when I started training. So I was like, oh, I could be this big, strong female, but then like I'm realistically not. Like I'm not small, but I'm also not ripped. Like you look at like Lady Frost and like some of the AEW and NXT people, it's like I'm small compared to them. So like I can't really come out as like this strong, intimidating person because that's not what I am. And couldn't really find a couple ideas were, out there. And then a day before I actually did a seminar with Mike Bennett. He came to Magnum and we did a seminar and it was like just promos and your character and all that stuff. And I was like, fuck, I need a character. And I really like, I like gaming. I'm kind of a Wild West nerd. I actually have Outlaws for Life on my arm from the game Red Dead Redemption 2. And there's a character in there named Sadie, and you pick her up at the start of the game, and she's like this sad, like widow, like her husband just died. And then by the end, she's like a bounty hunter and a badass. So I was like, I kind of like that story. I was like, I'll just go Sadie, and then Belle was just like, oh, kind of a Southern Belle. It can be fun, not fun, however I wanted to be. So yeah, that's kind of how I came up with Sadie Belle.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that's Mike Bennett is a fucking stud to learn from, by the way, too. So that's cool to hear that so young in the game and you're around people that are definitely being around. So that's fun though. So being a bad guy and being a good guy coming from, because you didn't do like live theater or anything either as far as like the acting that goes. So like, because I know when we have you at Absolute, spoiler, you're a heel. What's like, how's that been as far as like just pretending to hate everybody?
Easy, because I don't like a lot of people. So I'm actually outside of New Sound, which I did a pre-show there a couple months ago when I was first starting. Absolute is the only place I'm a heel. Other than that, I'm a huge face. Just being a cowgirl and coming out and smiling and having fun and stuff. So it's not, I mean, it's just a switch between coming out smiling and having fun or coming out and looking like I hate everybody and don't want to be there. And I can do both very easily.
What do you like doing more though?
That's a tough one for me. I just like being both, honestly. I don't mind being heel. But I like being face too, because that's more fun for me. So,
well, I was going to say, because, places like Algona, it's very easy to be a heel because of how absolute dog shit that town and the people are. I don't even care. Listen, if Absolute wants to fire me over saying that about Algona because Jason Prentice lives there, go ahead. All right. As long as I don't have to go to Algona ever again, I'll be okay.
I will say it's a little more difficult being a female coming out as heel because especially on the indies, they don't see a lot of females, I feel like, in this area. So they're like, yeah, females match, let's go. And it's like, no, you're supposed to hate me.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the bad guy.
Just yell at a child. That seems to work for everybody on the internet. If you yell at a child, you're going to be a heel no matter what.
So the last Absolute show we were at, actually, I was heel. It went fine. It was whatever. Kids hated me. It was great, right? I was like, yes, they didn't like me. That's what I wanted. I was walking away. I didn't say any profanities because it's a kids show. Didn't flip anybody off, was as nice as I could be. And as I was walking back after I got beat, some kid goes, "You're a whore." And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, you are like an 8. Where's your mom? I was like, I did so good. And he just looked at me dead in the eye.
That's what it came off for me.
And I was like, oh my, I'm glad I walked right back to the curtain because I about lost it. I was like, who the fuck is this kid?
I remember you telling me that.
I walked back, I was like, what just happened?
But that's good. That's what you need. You're getting emotion.
Like, it worked. I was like, he hates me and thinks I'm a whore. I'm like, I guess. Damn.
Our ringside photographer and all-around great dude, Clint Dye, said solid match with Briar Hale at APW, Sadie. So there you go. That's from Clint Dye himself. Tag team photography.
Yeah, we're gonna see him this weekend. It's gonna be a
heck yeah. So what's the worst thing? I mean, obviously being a small child calling you a whore, that's fucking terrible. I had a small child once call me the devil, which I have never gotten over. So is that the worst thing that's ever been said to you, or has somebody else just gotten way out of line like that?
No, that's I think the worst thing. Again, I'm not really heel many places.
You never know. Again, there's some shitty people out there that just like to yell shitty things. So
True. Not that I've heard or picked up on. I know there's like YouTube comments that get hidden and stuff when like a match of mine will come up, but no, nothing too crazy that I also don't pay attention to that stuff.
smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. So what's something that you've done so far, or like what's something that you want to do as far as like match stipulation? So obviously you were part of the Algona show where we had the cage matches or cage match. Is that something you want to do? What's something that is going to be outside of your normal match that you want to partake in?
I think it'd be fun to do a street fight. Just go all out. Why not? Yeah. I think it'd have to be with someone. I would probably feel the most comfortable with someone I've wrestled before, but that obviously doesn't have to be the case. So I think that'd be a fun thing to work up to.
We could
What
just
would
give
be
you a bunch of weapons and be like,
Yeah, I was gonna
have
say,
at it. Tom's right there. Have at it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what would be your weapon of choice in a street fight?
Ooh. Everybody answer this one.
I mean, I couldn't really use it beside of choking, but like I feel like a bullwhip would really fit my character.
Ooh.
I like it.
So probably that, yeah.
What would yours, JR, be?
I'm a steel chair guy all the way.
Okay. Tom?
Oh, I'm gonna probably either use like some sound equipment cases or maybe like a kendo stick, something like that.
Okay. Whitney?
I'm fleeing the arena. I'm getting the hell out of there. You're not getting me a street fight.
No,
I'm using tears. Please no.
No.
Not
Whitney's
this
too pretty
age.
for street fights.
No. Not an
Put
option.
me in a pudding match, okay? That's where I'm gonna excel, okay? I want a pillow fight.
Whitney wants to bring this back to the Divas era here.
I would be
Women's
such a big
evolution,
diva.
Whitney.
Getting me into a street fight. Get the hell out of here.
You're supposed to be that one that the females look up to on our show.
I would be
You're
a
talking
good
about getting
valet.
back
That's
in
about
play.
it. Okay.
The fuck?
I want to be the valet that helps you cheat to win. That's all.
Fair.
Hit him with
That's
a
fair.
you
I
could
would never. That's me.
you could hit him with a slab of meat.
Don't get me started.
Or just kick the kid out of the wheelchair and use the wheelchair, right?
Or I could just be really excited behind them at a barricade and knock them over.
Sadie, there's a lot of whole
Yep.
backstory here that we don't necessarily have time to go
I'm not
into,
watching
but
any episodes I've ever
Whitney's
been
really
on.
the bad guy now because she's like actively taking cake from a child in a wheelchair. So I'm just saying, if you want bad guys on the show,
she would let them have any.
whatever.
Mhm.
It's still the same. Stealing, not letting have them.
No.
Like,
It was her cake.
well, Ace, what about you?
It
What's
does. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with the old ring bell.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I like the
The ding.
and it's heavy, right? Like that's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
most legit thing
Yeah.
compared to some of the things you see get taken out. But yeah, I think I'd go ring bell because I can also throw that. Like I could hit you, or if you're like running, or if I need to like throw it quick and run the fuck away, like Whitney said, because that's probably my defense is I'm gonna hit you quick and then I'm out. So you
I'd be
can't
so
fire
mad if you threw a ring bell at me and then ran away.
me.
Like, what a bitch.
I mean,
move to
I'm not
do.
trying to make you happy if I'm throwing a ring bell at you, though.
Like, I'd pick it up and throw it right back.
Yeah, rightfully so. Hopefully, my little fucking fat legs can run.
Well, I think you also hit the nail on the head there when you said, "What a little bitch move." Because I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
knows there. So
100%. Oh, anyone in the ring could beat me up. That's man, female. It's not a question. Like we all know this.
all right, well, whatever.
Cameras.
Not to digress too far from what we normally fucking do, anyways. Oh shit. By the way, Tim Nello is in the chat because his watchful eyes, Nello World Order, piece of garbage.
Big match Saturday night. Make sure you guys come see him. Rochester.
Can't wait to
Minnesota.
see you Saturday, Tim.
Street fight. Sadie Belle, though, hanging out with us right now. If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. But again, just it's crazy to know that you've only been doing this since June. Where are some of the other places like indie promotions that you maybe have your eye on that you'd like to make your way down there? Are there any that you are like having your eye on, or you? I mean, also at this point, it's like, hey, just book me, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of just going with the flow. Like I said, I'm very fortunate with my trainers and the owners at Magnum who travel a lot too. So like, hey, we got a female now. You got one. you want her to go against, we'll bring her up, sort of thing. So I've been pretty busy. I think I had my first match and I went about 8 weeks before my first weekend off, and then I took a break, and then it's been pretty. I also kind of, book myself and like to do that, but it's been pretty consistent, which is nice.
I like it. Have you done any intergender matches yet?
No, I have my first one Saturday,
Oh,
which I'm excited for. Handsome Henry Davis.
Okay.
Ugh, sounds like a dickhead.
Yeah, he's not very handsome, so
They never really are when they
Does
use
he look
that
more
moniker.
like Tom?
Shut up, JR. Don't Sadie, you know what? You don't have to answer that. If you want to, go ahead. You don't have to.
She laughed. Ace laughed. Whitney laughed. That was a good joke, Tom.
Sure.
Mark that one down.
now's the time you put your comedy thing up. That's the time you display this now. After the good joke. There you go.
There it is. Friday, November 8th. There you go. Free parking, too, guys. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, this is how I know that Sadie is learning about the business, because she's just ready for those prompts. Like, oh, you see, that was a good joke. That's when you deliver the promo part. See, you are learning. You're very smart already. Very, very smart.
Have you started like doing merch and stuff yet? Like,
I'm working on it. I didn't expect to I guess pick up as fast as I did either. So yeah, I'm working on it.
So humble.
Well, so you know Alvin Falcone pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
so
awesome.
Our dude, also friend of the show.
Yeah, so he also just came out with a new shirt. So I would hit him up for some ideas, because his new shirt is stupid cool.
Oh yeah, the Conqueror one, right?
Yes.
I'll have to check that out. I have a couple that I designed, so yeah, I'll have to check that out.
All right, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing. You can just always throw around with other wrestlers or other people in the business. Just be like, yeah, what do you guys think of this idea or this idea? You know,
for sure. Yeah.
Everybody seems to have that eye for what works or what doesn't work, and
and
some of them just like, some people just don't like to listen to at all. So
right.
Yeah, but Tom, to be fair, people don't usually like unsolicited opinions.
I don't give them. All right, well, this is good. I'm going to leave the show. I feel like I'm just getting nothing but battered here, so it's been fun, everybody. No, I don't care. It's JR talking.
I was going to say, wait a second. What is happening?
I know, right?
Here's the real good question for you now, Sadie. So what do you think, first of all, of factions? Second of all, of factions that really there's no restrictions to entry. So, for example, if you just walked up to a dude and said, hey, could I be top shelf? And he said, yes. Any ideas?
Cool. I don't care.
You don't want to be a part of it. It's too open. If everyone can be a part of it,
I'm actually surprised Tom hasn't asked Sadie to be in the top shelf crew yet.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not the top shelf crew. It's team top shelf. Let's get that straight first. Okay.
Right. If anyone can be on the team, it's not a good team, Tom.
Have I asked Sadie to be on team top shelf yet? Have I?
She's probably more top shelf than me and you combined.
Boom.
She literally just said
Sadie, you know what's great is right now Sadie's just sitting here like, I don't know any of these people.
Tom.
But I'm going to let them all talk and let them talk good about me and fight with each other. And I'm going to just sit here and smile.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not going to interject. Do your thing.
Sadie, do you consider yourself a prodigy, by the way? I mean, again, 4 months in doing this, you already got a title. You're wrestling every weekend.
Oh, God, no.
You got to have of course. Yeah, that ego. Where's that ego? Come on.
I don't no, I just try to work hard and I want to do good. That's the extent of it. I mean, I'm lucky with the chances and opportunities I've gotten.
If I won a title after 4 months, I would be such an asshole.
I have the belt. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Then you take trouble. Hold on, let me grab
We love
it.
title belts. Literally, Whitney
If I
has
would have
all hers.
earned any one of these, oh my God, I'd just be up here 24/7.
I earned that one over there.
You bought it. Oh,
It's pretty too.
Very
nice.
nice.
It is beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty first belt.
You
I
just
think.
wear it around the house sometimes, don't I?
No, I need to get.
On it?
No, it was on my desk though.
I was like, well, I paid for all these, and I'll wear them around the
yeah.
house sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty. I liked it. It matched my gear, so I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I couldn't imagine actually earning one of those.
It was my first triple threat match too.
Now, did you
Okay.
know? Did they tell you, or did you not know till the finish?
I didn't know. He told me like the Tuesday before.
Okay.
And I was like, oh fuck. And then I texted two of my trainers. I was like, can I even accept this? Like I'm very like new to this. Like I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? But they're like, no, it's fine. Do it. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So,
hey,
yeah.
if promoters saying they want to do something with you, I mean that's on
Yeah.
them. Obviously, there's reasons why.
Well, that's I say that's one of the reasons, probably because from talking with you, you sound like you're super respectful of the business and super humble about everything. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah.
seems like to me. And I'm not just trying to, but it's like I think people that are like that,
Ooh.
the promoters see that and they're like, yeah, this is somebody that's going to take care of what we need them to take care of.
Thank you. I
Now,
appreciate that. Yeah.
what if you weren't wrestling though, Sadie? What do you think would be the career path right now?
Well, I'm actually an operations manager at a marketing firm. I have my bachelor's degree and I have like some certifications too. So like I'm also a very corporate person and business person. So still doing that.
So basically, what you're saying is, if we need to hire someone to help us with our marketing,
I do know a place, yes.
Do the folks at work know that you're a wrestler too?
A couple of them have come to my shows, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always kind of like a fun fact. What do you do? I'm like, oh, I wrestle. And it's always like, oh shit. So yeah, it's kind of a fun
That makes
little...
me think of the Britt Baker like little video package she did where she's in the dentist office because she's a dentist.
Yeah.
And someone
I
was
did
like,
see that, yeah.
coworker, did you do anything fun this weekend? You should do something like that. That'd be funny.
That would actually be pretty funny. Yeah,
like in your
I
little
did see
workout
that little
outfit,
video
like, yeah.
package. Yeah,
Come in with
That was funny.
stitches, no black eye. What'd you do this weekend? First street fight.
First street fight, man.
Missing a
Went
tooth
crazy.
or something like that. Just
Taco
give it a
Bell.
perfect smile. Hey, you're right.
clients are just like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. Why? What's up?
Yeah, you should see the other person.
Yeah, right. It was a
Were
street
the
fight.
police called?
Who hurt you? Oh my
So,
god.
did you go to college locally then, where you're at, or?
Yeah, I went to Bellevue University. They're a local. I mean, they have like it's online as well, so they have a bunch of students that aren't from Omaha. But yeah, I went there for my degree.
So, was it hard balancing in like a full time gig? Because I assume you were working while you were in school since you're 4 months in. So, like, how was that balancing that? What was the schedule like for school for you guys then? Because I know not every school's the same.
For like my wrestling training.
Yes.
That was the beginners class that I took. I did 2 rounds of it. That was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 to 8. And then on Sundays, we sometimes would do an open gym.
And how long does that go for? Like how many months?
They do like a 3-month course. Most people do it 2 or 3 times. I did it twice. And then we have an advanced class now, which is really nice. So I still go to Thursdays and Sundays when I'm not booked. Mm-hmm.
What were those first days at work like when you first started bumping and hitting the ropes?
Oh, bumping sucks. Trading and bumping sucks. Trading is the worst part in my mind. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We had a 14-foot ring. There's no give.
Yeah.
You don't have the adrenaline in a match, too. Because I feel like in a match, you can get cut up. You can, you hurt something where you don't feel it until after. But in training, you, like, don't have the endorphins or adrenaline going. And you're also taking 80 bumps a night. So sore. And it was still working out at the gym, too. So I put my body through a lot. But I would definitely say that was the worst part. And now it's fine.
Now you get to enjoy. You hear that, Tim?
Yeah.
Jesus,
It's gonna happen. No, I'm not calling him out, but like that's what he's in store for. It's gonna happen. This time next year, you're gonna see Tim Nella winning belts.
No, you're not.
Ooh.
Tim's never gonna win a belt as long as I'm around. Let's see here. Sorry.
You're gonna show him your mustache.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just scare him off.
I was like, I was probably gonna make him run off.
Be like, hey,
What?
Hey,
It's
hey,
a
guy.
mustache, everybody. It's still the same Tom, just with a fucking mustache. Can we just calm down about this?
Well, you also said something about the No Shave November when you guys started, but that includes like the beard and everything. So you
You
can't
can't
just
grow a
pick
beard.
what you want.
True.
So yeah, no, the No Shave November is for children who don't know any better. Okay, this is for Movember. It is a awareness month, if you will, for men's health issues. Mental health issues, pancreatic cancer, things of that nature. So, or prostate
You
cancer.
got
Excuse
some
me.
issues, sir.
Yeah, your
I
mustache
can't really
is an issue.
fight that then, man.
You should
Yeah, I
see
know,
Tom
right?
when he gets a little bit of
I think you made
fun.
it up. I never heard of this shit.
Tom
Way to
gets
fucking ruin that. Just
Yeah.
you can't make fun of me. It's for health awareness. Okay.
No,
again.
you can definitely
Fine.
make fun of it. Again, I know I look like a creep. I literally was talking to JR about this. I literally feel like I should just be like, hey, you guys want to buy a used refrigerator? Okay, here we go, guys. Like, hey, all right. It's a fucking weird look. I understand this.
We're coming close to the end of the hour, so I'm going to hit this quick.
Get ready for the rapid fire speed round.
You said it. Okay, we'll start. We'll just go right to left, or no, let's go left to right. Let's make the new host start it off. Again, it may be about your wrestling, maybe just about general shit. Like it could literally be about anything. We'll start with Whitney, and we'll just kind of work our way down the line. We'll do a few rounds. Ready?
Maybe.
You ready, Sadie?
Yeah, am I just answering questions? You didn't explain the game at all.
Yeah, we're gonna just. You're just gonna
Okay.
answer random questions. Like
Okay, great.
legitimately it. Yep. All right, Whitney, start it off.
Oh, I'm asking the question. I don't know what's going on either.
See, you didn't explain the game.
I thought I explained this before we were on live, guys.
No,
Yes.
you came in hot, like angry when you came in. I was like, geez, attitude.
Yeah. Whitney, you are now part of the host side of this, so you're going to be
you have
asking.
to. Yeah, we're not asking you anything.
Yes. So
What am I asking?
Whatever you
Any
want.
question
All right.
about Sadie
I'm
you'd
asking
like?
Sadie or everyone.
Sadie.
Miss Sadie.
Whitney, shut up. I'll go to start, so
All
then
right.
Whitney gets a hold of this and understands a little bit.
I'm so confused, Sadie.
Blondes sometimes have a hard time with grasping easy concepts.
Mustache, calm down.
Whoa.
Ask your question. Let's
First
I
go.
of
love
all,
she's calling
yes.
him mustache
I'm
now.
so
Yes,
sick of this
Sadie.
shit today.
That's very
And
fair.
second
Sadie.
of
I
all,
appreciate
Whitney,
that. Good
Whitney
jab
just
on
had
that
a-
one.
Whitney just
Shut
had a
up,
look on
Ace.
her face like she's gonna fucking stab you on Friday.
I literally don't remember ever seeing this in the 56 times I've been on this.
Yeah, that's your fault. All right.
Never seen this.
We
So
only did it with
Sadie.
you the very first time you were on. We never did it
Sadie,
after that.
shut up,
Mhm.
Ace. Sadie, here's your first question in rapid fire. What has been your favorite place that you've wrestled? Physical arena or building or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I
don't-
have like favorite promotions, I guess, but like not physical
Sure.
place.
What's been your favorite promotion then?
I might be a little biased, but Magnum Pro Wrestling in Omaha. That's
There
my
you go.
favorite. Mhm.
When you get done with a match, what is your favorite post-match meal?
I'm a big sweet person, so I like cookies or chocolate or something,
Nice.
sweet. Mhm.
Favorite movie?
Ooh, that's tough. I really like The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. That's one of my favorites.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
What's like your least favorite thing in being in a sport that's primarily men?
The actual creeps. Not necessarily like fans by any means, but like
Yeah.
the other wrestlers.
It's like wrestling's a good place for creeps. No offense to absolutely anyone involved in this, but like,
They know.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that
there's a
comes
lot of
together.
really good like wrestlers
Yes.
and fans, but it's just that small percentage. It's like
Even as just a fan, I feel like we're all really, really weird in different ways, and you just bring all of us together, and it's just like, what is happening?
fair.
All right. So you said your favorite place to wrestle. What's been the least favorite, or what's been the worst place you wrestled? Don't say
There's-
promotion. Don't say promotion.
No, I'm not
This
going to say
is-
promotion. No.
Yeah.
There was
Absolute.
no. I wrestled. It was a place in Fremont, and it was fine, the venue, but the floor was really slick. So I ran out there and about ate shit, and it was my first match too. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I like slid. So that just from the floor around it was like, not my favorite place.
All right.
If you were not wrestling, if you were looking to relax, what would be the thing that you would probably enjoy most?
I like to get high and watch animated shows.
Sweet.
That's how I relax.
By the way, guys,
Fuck
on
yeah.
Friday I took off and drove up to Ironwood, Michigan, just so you know.
Oh, that was the best answer.
I was like,
I'm being honest. I don't
Very
like to lie. I'm very
specific.
brutally honest.
Animated.
I like to get high. It's fun.
I was like,
It's-
and then what? You watched anime and got high too, JR? And then I realized.
No, I drove up and
Yeah.
because I had run out and then,
Yep.
you know,
No.
the whole thing with anyway, I don't want to stall it.
I understand what you're saying now, and that was a wonderful answer. I was going to ask you what your most embarrassing moment was in a match, but did we already answer that with the almost eating shit running out?
No.
Okay, let's do that.
There's always like being a girl and getting slammed. Sometimes you don't have access to bathrooms. So like sometimes you pee yourself a bit. And like it's never bad, but it's always just like a little bit and you're like, ooh. So yeah.
I never want to wrestle ever.
JR's
It's
like
fine
that.
if you have like access to a bathroom, but it's like
Yeah, but like it's
It's
not like
by
you can
the
wear
doors.
a diaper. Like women's
No.
clothing in wrestling is like
no, I've had like
you
vets
know.
been like, hey, sorry if I pee. I'm like, oh, girl, same. Don't even worry about it. So it's
funny.
like, especially an hour before your show and you're trying to like drink and like have fluids so you can lift people and do a good job and you take a first slam. You're like, okay. Well, take
This
care
has
of that.
literally been the most honest anybody's been with us. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'm just an honest person.
You said you do like lifting. Were you do you do like competition lifting, or was that
No.
something you were looking into, or you were just doing it to stay active?
I was just doing it to stay active.
I work at a gym, and we have a woman there who's an international. She's an actual bodybuilder and does competing. And so I didn't know if you were getting into stuff like that or not.
No, that's not really my thing. I just like to stay active.
All right, we'll do one
You
more
don't-
round here.
You don't
So
want to do that spray tan. You don't want to do that.
No, I'm very pale and I've
It's
embraced
so
it.
bad in person. I love Val to death. She's my favorite person in the world. But the tan, woo! When they
oh
put that
look,
over
Val
her.
just commented here, said, "What a bitch, Whitney." is."
She has like a natural tan because we have tanning. I work at a gym and she have tanning beds, so she has a natural tan. And for some reason, when they put like the spray tan over a tan from tanning, it's just like neon orange almost. It's crazy.
Fair.
All right, one more round of questions here. So, do you have a favorite book?
Yeah, it's a series called Kingdom of the Wicked. It's like a 3-book series, and also Court and Thorns and Roses, that Sarah J. Maas series that everybody loves. That's a really good one too.
Very nice.
In radio, we used to do a thing called the Desert Island Song Playlist. If you were stuck on a desert island, what 3 songs could you not live without?
Oh, that's a really tough one. I don't know. I think I would just die.
All right, then. What's the song they play at your funeral then?
I would like to make people uncomfortable, so probably something wildly inappropriate that like just doesn't fit the vibe.
Yeah, especially if you're not there. Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah, who cares? Like, who cares? Make everybody uncomfortable.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, you're making towns. It's you and 3 other people in the car. It could be anybody, past, living, whatever. Who you road tripping with?
You said 3 people?
Yes.
That's a tough one. Honestly, probably Becky Lynch, one of them, just because we talked about her a lot, and I would like to pick her brain. And I listened to her audiobook, so it would be fun to pick her brain. Probably Pitbull, just because he'd be fun in the car. I feel like he'd keep the vibes up.
Not ride a car with Pitbull.
Whole fucking ride's just him going, Dale!
Yeah, I think it'd just be funny. I would get a hoot.
That's funny. I like that.
I feel like I need a smart person there too, but I don't know. Maybe someone like a past president. I feel like that's a standard answer. I don't know.
So not Tom.
She said,
No.
"President, you dickhead."
Not creepy mustache.
Jesus.
Is it me? Okay,
Yeah.
listen. This question directly correlates to me. How do you feel about eating slabs of meat? Do you not think it's so fucking weird? The people that we just eat. JR brought it up, and now it's all I can think about because he makes me sound like a weirdo. I think it's so bizarre.
Like
that
she
we
means like
literally-
steaks, like whole steaks or like chicken breast.
Like who? Like you? I like putting my meat on like a sandwich with cheese, and you know what I mean. Like you just eat. They made fun of me because I think it's so weird to just eat a fucking pork chop. You just eat a slab of meat. You just eat it.
I mean,
Yeah, but you probably like.
We're adults. You
It's so
just
bizarre.
eat the pork chop or chicken on your plate. I mean, I don't know.
I need cheese. I need bread.
Oh, Whitney.
Lots of sauce at least.
I mean, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that.
Mhm.
But
See, there you go. Yeah, we're not really judging you, Whitney.
I can't
We
believe
just
no
know
one
that you're
sees that
fucking
as
crazy.
just so weird.
You could put the meat in a blender and then pour the puree over potatoes.
Do you season your meat? Like, is that why you don't enjoy
No,
eating?
yeah, but I just think it's so bizarre that we just eat chunks of meat. This was like one of the very first conversations I ever had with these guys on this podcast. I'm like, I don't really eat meat like that. I think that's weird. Like, I'll eat chicken nuggets or like chicken tenders, but like just a slab of chicken.
I mean,
But
I'm a
haven't you
Midwest
changed-
girly, so like I like the slab of meat. I eat my steak as rare as it can come. So like I'm sorry, I don't.
That's why I don't
do what
eat
makes you
steak.
happy.
I don't eat steak around people. That's what started. I won't eat steak around people because I like my steak well done, and that for some reason pisses people off.
What the cow do?
Who cares if it's
Oh my
if you're
gosh.
eating it? Who gives
Oh
a
my
shit?
god, it pisses people off when I order a steak well done. I want it burnt to a crisp. I want it crunchy. But I'm like that with any kind of food. But yeah, I have gotten better. I do HelloFresh now, but I still think it's weird to just sit there and eat.
Yeah.
This chick is weird.
Clearly,
Sadie,
it's just me. Clearly, I'm the problem because no one's ever agreed with me.
Sadie, if you really want a trip, just go ahead and like check out Whitney's Instagram at like 11:30 at night. Boy, she's either fucking hammered trying to make HelloFresh or she's hammered making a sandwich. It's hilarious.
Sometimes I get drunk and order furniture online, and I think it's only fair that drunk Whitney has to put it together. So I'll get drunk and build it on Instagram Live.
No, I think that's a really good solution.
That makes
actually.
sense, right? Like that
No,
dumb
I
bitch
love
did
that.
it. She's got to fucking put it
She's
together.
got to do
Like,
it. Yeah, no, I think that's a great solution.
We are learning so much about
All
Whitney
right,
right now, too.
all right.
We haven't seen one of those.
Sadie, did I not tell you this was going to be a really easy podcast?
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's good fun. Yeah, it was super easy.
All right.
Go ahead, Tom.
So this is the Tom game. This is kind of how we end every segment with a guest. It's real simple. This used to be just about the three guys on the show here, but then since we've added Whitney, it's going to be a little bit different now. So you were the first one that's going to play this as a 4-person pick. So it's like the game F, Marry, Kill. So of the 4 of us, you're going to pick one of us to be your tag team partner, 2 of us to be your opponents, and then the other one to be your manager. So who do you got for your choices?
I mean, Whitney, it makes me nervous. You're scared to bump and get in the ring, but I'll still pick you as my tag partner because, like, girl power, and you can just stand there and eat your meat sandwich, and I can do all the work. Opponents, probably. No, I'm gonna go with manager first. Probably JR, just because.
Oh, I know I can take Tom. I know I can take Tom.
I love the vengeance right there, so that's all we needed. Probably you, JR, for manager, just because I would feel bad. I'm sorry, you're just old. I wouldn't want to bump you. I'd feel really bad.
Oh, this is the best
like you've
interview
seemed
we've had
really
ever.
nice, and I'm like, you know.
It's like hurting Grandpa.
Yeah, I would feel bad.
I get
and
it.
then, of course, Creep Stash and Big Ace would go against. I feel like it'd be pretty easy. I could throw the ring bell at you,
Did you
and
know-
you would not make it very far running.
Nope.
Did you know that they actually have formed a tag team called Fancy Ketchup?
The name's changed though. It's Team Red Panda now.
Oh, that's
Team
right.
Red Panda. Yep.
Team
I
Red Panda.
cannot.
What?
You see what I deal with? I feel like people are gonna start feeling bad for me when they come on this podcast.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
nod and smile. That gets me
Us
pretty
and
far.
Fancy Ketchup. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Not really, 'cause
In
the
all
famous
fairness,
famous slab of meat.
a viewer gave us the name Fancy Ketchup. That was not Tom and I's doing.
No, it was not.
Tom didn't like Team Red Panda either. I was all for it, though. I thought that was a great name. It's stuck now, though. Sadie, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I really do hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back down the road, check in, see how you're doing. And we just know that there's big things coming your way. Keep it up. Like I said,
I appreciate that.
Meantime, seeing an improvement already. I'm excited to see, like, this time next year, how much ass you're kicking. So,
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
tell everybody where they can find you.
I'm mostly on Instagram, just at Sadie Belle. I'm terrible at other socials that I need to get better at, but that's kind of my primary one. So, yeah.
All right, there it is. Thank you, Sadie Belle, and we'll see you soon, hopefully. But good luck this weekend. Beat up that dude.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Continued
Sadie,
success,
appreciate it.
Sadie. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Oh, there you go. Whitney up on top now. That's going to be good. Right
Yeah.
there.
I think I scared her.
How many belts
Oh,
do you
you
have
didn't.
back there, by the way?
Well, I've only got 3 back here. I've got 6 in total. I just ran out of room.
Which ones you have up there? Because
What's-
I can't see that. I can see one
What's
woman.
what's the Taker
No.
thing?
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta
missed
show the
this
Taker thing.
earlier. I
Yeah.
forgot I had this. It was behind my TV. I bought it at SummerSlam. I had it on Elsa earlier. It's the
Oh yeah, okay.
even the freaking it's velvet purple. I love it.
That was supposed to be his custom belt. So they were going to try and go with everybody have a custom belt. So
They
Stone
have
Cold.
it, the custom belt. Yeah, I need to buy it. And then I got
Need
my,
to.
my
Is
my
that
book
next
is
year's
pretty-
Halloween costume as you being Undertaker?
No, I'm never gonna be the Undertaker.
Why not?
I would have to be Slutty Undertaker. How am I gonna dress Slutty as the Undertaker?
You could be Michelle McCool.
I got my women's championship. I got my Shawn Michaels Eagle Winged, and I got my Bob Backlund Fandu belt.
do you
Did I
do
tell you
you
guys
have a
this?
copy of the Divas belt?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have the Divas, the women's SmackDown, and the regular Eagle Winged in my closet. I had to spice up my area. Now I need like a little. I need to get a little flag or something back here. I got my Book of Booty. It's autographed.
Nice.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I just wanted my picture with these guys, and they were doing a book signing, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess I don't know why I didn't realize it was a book signing. It was at fucking Barnes and Noble, but
Yeah, that's kind of on you. That's
I had
kind of
to
on you.
buy the book and get the autograph just to get my picture taken with them. But whatever.
Reading seems real difficult for you, doesn't it?
Oh, that's the first time I've opened this book. This is the first time. I have no idea what's in it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Jesus.
A bunch
What
of
is it?
fucking
Is it like a comic book? I didn't even know they had a book.
I don't know.
So did you get that before Big E got hurt?
Yeah, this is like I got this at when I went to Fastlane in Cleveland.
Hmm.
When Mean Gene Okerlund used to comp me tickets.
Good old Mean Gene.
He was the best. I love him. I'm gonna have to get my phone out and find that voice. I have a voicemail from him and play it for you guys because like it's just like I feel like that's my favorite thing. I like
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
like Whitney McAllister. And I'm like, dude, this is so cool. Like,
Oh, nice. Oh,
Not quite
I
like
got
you, Mike.
myself a belt every year for Halloween to dress as a different wrestler. That's my excuse. I will
Malice.
say though, Fandu gave me this belt for free.
What is? Let's see it. What is it?
My Bob Backlund Intercontinental. Oh,
Oh wow.
God, that's a beautiful belt.
it is heavy as fuck. Isn't it so pretty?
What do you think,
It is.
Malice? What do you think, Mike?
It's so pretty.
So Mike is actually quite the belt schnob.
Yeah, they messaged me on Instagram when I was like traveling a lot, and they were like, "Hey, like, can we send you a belt? Like, just post with it a few times." And I'm like, "Yeah."
By the way, how was the fights over the weekend?
They were fantastic. I had the best time. I cannot wait to go back. So As of right now, they have shows like every 3 months, I think. I'm hoping they'll start having more, but it was a great time.
Victor
We'll have to
Payne, of
make
course,
it
we're
out
just
for one.
Victor Payne. We're all ready for this weekend.
I
All of
can't
us.
wait to be there this weekend. It's
Gonna be
crazy.
a fucking disaster for everybody. There's gonna be so many fucking hangovers on one of the
I'm
nights for
so
sure.
excited. I'm nervous for the comedy show now, though. If this was
You should be. JR's involved. Everybody should be nervous about it then.
JR's hilarious. Oh, that's
JR's a
hilarious.
hoot. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, Victor Payne, team top shelf. Hell yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah. Whatever.
Meh. You got to do some like interviews, and what else were you doing down there with the fights? What's the promotion again? Sorry.
Nemesis Fighting Alliance.
Nemesis.
NFA. Yes. Yeah, I switched promotions. So unfollow Shamrock and follow Nemesis. Everyone move over with me. But honestly, like I'm the brand ambassador is what they're kind of calling me. And I mean, they just want me to be there and just mingle and chit chat. So I don't really have anything specific I'm supposed to do. But I did go out and do some like interviews with fans in the crowd and stuff. And I knew quite a few people there already just because of, the fight community. It's like an indie wrestling scene, realistically, the smaller MMA promotions. So I knew a lot of the people there. I'll probably keep doing photos, like taking pictures and stuff, because the next morning I had like 4 or 5 fighters that messaged me wanting to know if I took any pictures, because they want their pictures of their fights and stuff. And I didn't, because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. So now that I know that, I'll probably do that some more and just keep doing just interviews with the crowd and stuff, a little bit of the pre-show, and just kind of see where I fit in. So
Nice. Yeah, you have to like, keep us informed. We'll have to.
I've never interviewed anyone before. Did you watch those? Were they? I don't watch myself back. I hate my voice. I hate the way I like look on camera. That's why I hate being the big one up here. Like, it stresses me out. So I don't ever watch my stuff back. And everyone told me that it was like good, but I don't even know what was coming out of my mouth. I don't even know what I said.
You're fine. It was good. Yeah, that was cool. That looked like a good time. We'll have to come down for one and hang out with you down there. I'm always down for some good fights. All right. I don't know. What do you guys want to do with these?
Oh, some tickets for Saturday?
I'll be right back. I need a bathroom break.
All right.
Well,
there's no bathroom breaks.
We'll do like this. We'll put the stash up top. No, actually, let's not do that.
I'll tell you what. Is anybody in the chat right now in the Rochester or close to the Rochester area? Let's start there.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's the thing. Hey, Victor Payne, by the way, because he's coming up, but he was telling us on Saturday he still hadn't gotten his tickets. Victor, what's up with this? Hit us up here. What are we doing? You want to sit ringside? You want to be VIP? Be more team top shelf? What is this, 2.5 hours? What does this mean, 2.5 hours?
That's how far he is from Rochester.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. He got me the other day.
Is Troy in here? I was trying to talk him into coming this weekend.
Troy Bugsby?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know if that was his name or not, just because he always goes by Bugsby in here.
Bugsby,
so
yeah.
I was just thinking, yes.
He's not in here. I'm gonna be mad at him, actually.
All right. Well,
you should be mad at him.
Anybody? No? Nobody in the chat?
Well, we can just keep talking about it as we go along in the show.
All right. Well, you might get some. Okay, let's. Jared, there you go. Thank you.
You got show takes last week. Comedy takes the other day. Okay, that makes sense then.
Okay,
Word.
So she doesn't have to be on top, but
oh my gosh.
You can't do the 4 screens like that.
I didn't do it. Tom did it.
I did it that way. It's not my fault that your system sucks.
No, you're not wrong. My
what
Mac.
kind of computer did you get?
That's
just a Dell.
I love new shit. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, we'll see how good it is. Should be fine. It comes tomorrow. I was like, motherfucker.
Of course.
Well, Victor Payne, how about this, Victor Payne? So we'll see how it goes the rest of the night. If anybody wants them, otherwise we can give you an upgrade. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. You and your pal there getting an upgrade, getting that VIP treatment from the boys at Madhouse. So, all right, let's what is this? Yeah, we'll get to it, Tim. Don't fucking worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it, Tim.
Ew, Tim, do not put up with his shit.
I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't recall what the run list was.
Well, we started off with probably the best match of the night, to be real fair. Started off with that 6-man. The 6-man. You didn't like it, Whitney? You didn't like that?
It was where it should have been on the card.
Oh, I'll say that. Okay, so what was it? It was the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and the Usos, right?
Correct.
I wasn't super invested in it, and I skipped like half of the fucking match. But the whole ending to the match sold the Bloodline story to me again.
Whatever, Tim.
Well, if that's the case, you better find another comic, Tim. I'm not doing any time. I'm hosting. That's it. So seeing, because that's the thing, right? We all kind of said this a year and a half ago that like, hey, Jay needs to be full circle. And then when Solo took over, it's like, okay, this has to come full circle where we're going to see the Usos and Roman. And then it was, they should really try to show in see King Diamond show. I don't know who King Diamond is.
Sounds to me like you sell those.
Whatever, Dan. 2 VIPs right here if you want them. Even Stacy.
He's going to go to King Diamond, who tours like, what, every 3 years or some shit?
I don't know who King Diamond is.
Yeah, we know. We heard.
But no, I like that Sammy came out because I think that was like the thing, right? We all want to see this. And obviously this is going to end with
telling Troy to get in here.
The Rock coming out, like, right? He's going to get in there. And
I didn't like Roman being the one that got pinned.
Yeah, but he don't care.
Well, and also
I get it, but
the other thing too, though, is it only makes sense because he got the kick from Sammy. Like, if he would have got legitimately pinned and it was like a clean win, then I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't like 2 bloodlines. I don't like I don't know.
But
I'm a hater.
Well, but this could have
a hater.
I mean, this could have the makings though of like one hell of a war game match.
Yeah.
Oh
but
gosh.
I don't want them dragging Jay back into all that. Okay, my man's was just fine.
My man's
was fine.
Here's the deal: they pulled that IC title.
How many
off
S's are
him.
you going to drop on words that don't have S's?
Just that one, my man's.
All right.
I mean, they dropped the title off him, so I mean, obviously, this is where he's headed.
That's just because I wasn't there.
You weren't there to pat him on the back.
That's right.
It's all about
The
Whitney
extra little
Posh
oomph that he needs.
Okay, then you guys had the women's tag team championship match. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill retain over Damage Control, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Chikara, Jackson, and Lash Legend. They're really teasing this whole Jackson and Lash against, really just Chikara against Jade, right? Like they're really trying to build this thing about the 2 big gals.
Well, Lash Legend is the bigger of the 2.
Oh, is she? I thought she was the smaller one.
No. I mean, that's the thing. Like, yeah, if you're talking about 2 like monster women, if you will, that aren't Nia Jax, I mean, those are 2 that you have them go up against each other. Like, I think it'd sell, but
I mean, I think it would, but like, I think the like we're obviously setting up this split, right? Like Bianca and Jade are going to split. They're going to have a feud. That's what we're going to see as the end game result here. So is that happening now, or is that what are they waiting for that for Mania? Do we see it before that? Jade's improving, I guess. I don't know.
Is she though?
I don't know.
This has really dragged Bianca down in my opinion.
And that's just it. Yeah, like Bianca doesn't seem like a big deal anymore.
Mm-mm.
Ace, I really want you to answer this one because you were one of the biggest critics of Jade Cargill as far as on the show in her time in AEW. Has she gotten better?
I don't think she's gotten better. I just think they're putting her in better positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't tell.
They got
she's
people
not
that can carry her.
She's not doing much. Where in
I think
AEW
they
they
thought
tried to have her wrestle. and she
Bianca
just
was going to
can't.
make her look better, and
And that's the thing. It's Bianca's going to make her look good as a team. The people she's working with in the ring, just like in AEW, are what's going to make her look good and credible. Is she really learning? I don't know. I think the end of the day with Jade Cargill, she's just trying to be famous, and
Yeah.
this was the path of getting.
But
there
just to
quicker.
get famous, I feel like AEW would have been a better place for her to just find fame.
Well, and that's what's interesting. I would have loved to know what the conversation was to get her into WWE
Right.
because they had offered before AEW, and she turned it down due to like the travel and all that. And we don't see her on the road a whole lot, like so.
Well, from what I heard, because she was signed to AEW then before COVID, so it might be one of those ones where the idea is, relocating. She is from Jacksonville, Florida, so if you before COVID, if you're based out of Jacksonville, like it would, as it turned out with COVID and being in Daly's place, you could have a lot more matches without having to travel.
Yeah, but
more
how
than
far
just
is Jacksonville to Orlando?
that's like a 2.5-hour trip or something like that. I mean,
Yeah, Jacksonville to Orlando is a pretty good haul.
Yeah, because Orlando's like more like South Central Florida. I mean, it is.
Because she could have also just done NXT, like.
Well, and I
I
think
don't
that
know.
was.
I really do think it's just she just wanted to be famous, and I think she's trying to use this to get into other shit eventually. I don't think she or her heart is in wrestling.
She wants to be the next Storm in the next X-Men movie. Come on, clearly.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like this whole thing has just been a campaign to Marvel.
I mean, it's probably gonna work.
Maybe, I don't know.
If you're looking at like for
but here's the thing, though. Anytime she's been on a microphone or in front of the camera, it just doesn't seem genuine or believable. So, like, would she be able to pull off being an actress?
One dimensional.
Yeah, no, I do think you're right. I think it is going to be Bianca who turns. Whatever, but I don't know.
Well, you got to figure like the star power behind Bianca or behind Jade is going back a step. As Whitney mentioned, as far as like she wouldn't necessarily be in a street match; she'd be in a pudding match or a mud wrestling match or whatever, right? The appeal of Jade has always been her looks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to straight up say it. I mean, she has a hell of a physique, but it's her looks, and that's what she's really garnered a lot of this off. She's definitely strong enough to be a wrestler. She's definitely got that going for her, but I just don't know if she has the heart for the moves. I mean, we heard Sadie. She mentioned it. Going through the training. Training sucks. Training is a lot, especially WWE. You have to be fucking damn near perfect to be able to get in that ring.
And I'll tell you what, if you really look at that whole match, right, that fatal 4-way tag match.
It's a lot to ask of anybody, by the way. A fatal 4-way tag match. It's a lot.
I mean, it is, but also for someone who's not that good in ring, it's better, because she doesn't have to get away. She doesn't have to do as much. But I mean, in all honesty, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven came out looking like the stars of this match. Like those were the two that entertained me the most.
I'm loving Chelsea Green.
I love Chelsea.
She's
but
I loved her interview too. Was it Chris Van Vliet she was with saying she would rather be in like the Divas era too? I'm like, that's my queen.
Io and Kyrie, with the exception of like the two little mishaps that Io had, which, in all honesty, she's such a good talent. I want to say it just probably not used to wearing the bodysuit that they have to wear, and I'm going to chalk it up to that. I don't think those were true botches. She's just too good. But I mean, they also showed why they're still around in this match. Like those were the two teams that I was focused on. I think you kind of knew they were going to retain, but it is what it is. Seth freaking Rollins against Big Bronson Reed. Rollins wins. Sounds like they may keep this one going a little bit. I like Bronson Reed though. Like they're doing it right with him. Right? This is what Strowman should have been when he initially debuted.
I agree with that to a point, but I also believe in a match like that with so many eyes upon it, it would have been better to finally get Bronson Reed that top level fucking win. He has not had that in the main roster. He has not had that over the top, like top guy win. And I think this would have been a perfect fucking time for that.
I feel like the reason this match went the way it went and ended the way it ended is because I feel like that win's about to happen. And I do feel it's going to be a major win.
Mm-hmm.
And the way to back it up is, well, he didn't beat Seth Rollins, but it took, 3-4 curb stomps to do it.
Yeah.
Like, he pushed him beyond. So, like, I think this was to really build the toughness, but I think we're gonna, within like 3 months, I think Bronson Reed has the US or the IC.
I like their feud a lot too, though, him and Seth. It's been really fun.
Well, and also it kind of helps Seth right now, because let's be honest, he took some time off, he came back, and it's kind of he had the weird WrestleMania booking this year because of the whole way all that had to change because of the crowd response to it. So like, he's kind of just been in some weird spots lately. So yeah, and then that's the other thing. Like, it's almost a year now since we've had Punk back in WWE, and the big thing when that happened. Well, and that's just it. The thing with that was when he came out, it was Seth. He was fucking going off, and there was the big, is this a shoot? It was he just kayfabe. What was the deal with that? And I think that's a feud. That's a Mania feud right there.
Mm-hmm.
Punk and Rollins.
Well, Mania, or you set it up at Survivor Series. I would love to then see them go back, have at least one old school Survivor Series match, and that would be fun to see who Seth Rollins could get, and especially considering he said that Punk has no friends. What if Punk did have some friends? Maybe Punk goes old school, right? I mean, maybe try and bring in a Steel or whatever, like.
I feel like we're going to get him and Reed in some sort of cage or some sort of just no DQ or like last man standing, right? Like something. I bet you anything that's what we get. Bronson Reed, Rollins, Survivor Series, last man standing match. The count to 10, right?
Right.
But yeah, I like it. It's good stuff. Women's championship, that world champion, the crown jewel champion, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax. I mean, Liv had to win, right? Like, no one gives a shit about Nia. Sorry to her.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
No one is invested in this character. No one is invested in this title run. People are invested in Tiffy.
That's why I thought we would have got the cash in there. I thought they would have given them, because I don't really feel like the crown jewel, I don't feel like it got anything really. So I thought they would have gotten something out of it, like the cash in or something, but I was surprised it didn't happen.
Tiffany Stratton's outfit looked like she was a Care Bear.
Yeah.
Loved it. Like that big old heart right there. That was fucking great. But I told JR before he all got on that the one thing I thought they could have done is make that a triple threat. Why not? Like, if she pins somebody and she wins not only Crown Jewel Championship, but then also that person's title, that's compelling shit. Now I have to watch this.
Yeah.
It ends up being kind of a
tossover match because beautiful too. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's like 18 inches tall, by the way.
Seeing like Liv hold that up, I was like, oh my god.
She could barely lift that thing.
You see though that those things are staying there. They're not taking the belts with them.
But even the rings they got were pretty freaking cool looking. Like,
yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Wait. So you're saying that they got rings to bring home? Like,
yeah, because those titles are going to stay.
That sounds very AEW like.
They're going to stay in Saudi Arabia, probably at that WWE experience, is my guess. They're going to have the belts on display over there, is my guess. So basically, yeah, if you win this now yearly, you just get a big ass. You get the MJF ring.
Thank you for appreciating what I just said there, Victor. Team Top Shelf. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You think we see Tiffy do it at like the Rumble?
No, she's going to do it at Survivor Series.
You think?
Yeah. Mostly because, I mean, outside of a War Games match or two, we don't know what Survivor Series is going to look like. And I think if she cashes that in, that's another storyline coming out of there that we can appreciate. Because I don't know what they're going to set up for the women's match or War Games match, if they're going to have one, because you don't really have a lot of depth past like tag team.
Well, we're also heading into like the weird, awkward time for WWE. Because like between the Survivor Series and Rumble, it's kind of just shit, right? Because Rumble is really where they start kicking off the Mania storylines. So we're kind of headed in for, we're going to see probably some random shit happen that we're not going to see go from January into April. But who knows? Kevin Owens, Randy Orton ended in a no contest. Match never started. They went to the crowd and just beat the fuck out of each other.
Yep. Adam Pearce took a RKO. Who the fuck took a stunner?
Yeah, I like how Nick Aldis, like after fucking Pierce got nailed, Nick Aldis just like goes to the other side, like, nope,
Yep.
I'm not getting in this. Dude, I love Owens though. Like that's the thing. I love Owens. He can be a face. He can be a heel. I love him as a heel. And it's just he does give matches a big fight feel. You know what I mean? Like, and Orton's just a legend. So I'm excited to see how this will further progress because obviously this is not a done story here with these two.
Agreed.
LA Knight beat Carmelo Hayes and Andrade in a triple threat match. Not gonna lie, kind of wasn't paying attention during this match. I was doing other shit.
Pretty good match, by the way. Better than I thought it was going to be, especially with how kind of new Hayes is and Andrade with his level of expertise and kind of really like he's a bit of a perfectionist, I think, with some of these matches. So pulling off a triple threat with those guys, I think that was a pretty fucking good match.
It's top talent in that match. I ain't gonna say that. So, Cody,
he's going to be at the Rumble. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Me too.
Cody beat Gunther to be the Crown Jewel Men's Champion.
I'm so over Cody.
Oh,
but you
sure.
know what? But you know what?
The next photo op.
Well, no. Here's the deal, though. Like Cody,
if he's gonna walk around the front row and I'm in it, I'm gonna get my photo.
Cody's
front row.
Cody's gonna be the next Cena, right? Where
no, he's not.
He's still gonna be that uber over babyface, but like there's gonna be some hardcores that are like.
Okay, listen, but I was thinking about this the other night. The whole gimmick. There's not even a fucking gimmick. The American Nightmare, that doesn't even mean anything. It's just the opposite of the American Dream. It means nothing. There is nothing to his gimmick. A shitty neck tattoo and the opposite name as your dad, that's not like a thing.
That's the thing, is his gimmick is just him. You know what I mean? Like he's just being him at this point.
I liked Stardust better.
I like Dashing better, but
yeah. I just can't. There's nothing.
Oh my God, Tom, you need the fucking mustache shirt that he was selling back then.
Right.
The mustache comb. This is dashing on back. I had that shirt.
I'll tell you what, with Cody real quick, just to kind of interject here. I can't believe the Saudi fans were so over with a guy named American Nightmare. It's like, oh, do we not know American history in the Middle East?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't fucking cheer for this guy. Maybe.
I'll tell you what. It's a nice change, though, right? Because you guys remember some of these first Crown Jewel shows, these first Saudi Arabia shows, where it was like the fucking royalty who didn't give a fuck, sitting in like fucking lazy boys, not even paying attention to the show. The actual fans were like fucking 100 yards away. It was nice to see that the majority of everyone in that arena were fans. And obviously, they built the WWE experience, a totally interactive, like fucking museum of WWE, and they built it there. So obviously, there is a fan base there. So it was a hot crowd. That's for sure. So that was it. That was Crown Jewel. I enjoyed it. Did we? Never mind. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I did appreciate Gunther being the one to initiate the handshake after that match, by the way. It was obviously not the nicest, most pleasant handshake, but it's still good because you do not need him as a full heel. Him being that kind of in between, which we've seen with Kevin Owens, I think is a good idea because especially if he's going by the ring general moniker, you do not need him to be full on heel.
Well, it adds to the prestige that he gives off. You know what I mean? I'm this fucking classic like brawler wrestler guy. No one's better than me. I bring, honor to this, all this shit. So to have him shake hands and then kind of be like, fuck, it works. And you know what? Those two will probably meet again down the road. I still miss Walter.
Still should be Walter.
I still miss a little bit of flabby Walter, actually.
Yeah. Victor Payne gave a really good handshake on Saturday. Too bad it didn't end the same way. You gave a vicious fucking shot to Alvin Falcone, man. Come on, dude. Can't be treating Falcone like that, brother.
We had a blast at Absolute, but I do want to say this, and I want to get a little closer because I know it's back away. You may have seen the post, but we were all very surprised to have a very, very special guest back at Absolute this last Saturday, and we want to give him a big shout out. But Badger Calhoun, who we've talked about a lot on this show, good friend of the, she's been on this show. It does commentary with Tom and Absolute. It's been MIA for what seems like a year, due to his heart issues, and was awaiting a heart transplant. Was in the hospital, basically living for months, waiting for this heart to come through. Badger came and surprised everybody. No one knew he was coming to the show on Saturday. And all of a sudden, you just see his fucking ass walk in the back door with his walker, and just everybody lit up. But it was just super cool to see. We were able to make a special moment out of it. We brought him out to open the show and had the crowd and all the wrestlers, give him a big standing ovation and all that good stuff. But it was really cool.
You missed his cue though, asshole.
Well, that's what happens when we have people playing music who wasn't supposed to play the song yet. All the talent was supposed to come out, and then the song was supposed to play. He played the fucking song when the talent walked out, so then Badger just walked out with them. Either way, though, there's no nice way to put it. The man was playing with death at one point. Like, it wasn't good. And everything progressed very quickly as far as getting him on the list, getting him to the top of the list, getting him a heart, and having the transplant. And he is weeks removed from having that transplant. And man, that guy couldn't have been more smiles that night. Got to walk out. We introduced him. Got to punch Mandy Starr in his fucking jerk face. Cannonball Matthews was talking shit to him from the ring, which Cannonball, I'm going to ask you about that because Cannonball's coming on the show soon.
Cannonball also kicked Clint Dye in the face.
He did, dude. Fucking Clint was fucking cut his eye the hard way. But no, it was just a very special moment for all the Absolute family and fans and everything. And we just couldn't have been more happier to have Badger back with us. Gnarly scar. You guys should see this fucking scar going down his chest. It's sick. I was like, dude, just tell everybody you got a knife fight, dude. But yeah, it was super cool to have him and his wife back, who always helps working the front door and the tickets and shit like that. So,
oh, you know what we got to do quick?
Yeah, go ahead and hit it. Where'd you find that picture of him?
Which one?
Doing the comedy.
That's from when we were at New Hope.
Yeah, that's from New Hope. That's when Dan and Stacy surprised by coming all the way to Minneapolis or the area to watch a comedy show.
Fucking Dan and Stacy.
I know. All right. Well, you guys heard me say it earlier. This is Movember. That's why I'm rocking this sweet, sweet stash. And by sweet, sweet stash, I know this caterpillar above my lip looks like dog shit. So in honor of Movember and it being a time to, not necessarily celebrate, but bring awareness to men's mental health and other health issues, I wanted to celebrate some of the top mustaches in all of wrestling and even some comedy. So we're going to go back with the old classic of the brother himself, Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, with this awful, atrocious, terrible looking handlebar mustache. Or not even handlebar, like a Fu Manchu. I just call it the Hulkster. It's pornorific, if you really will, everybody. It's gross. It's disgusting, but is one of the most iconic mustaches we have in all of pro wrestling. Only, in my mind, outdone by one great, ravishing Rick Rude. Look at that caterpillar. Ooh. My God.
That fucking dude knows up.
No doubt about it. This man,
but he looks cool with it. You don't.
Yeah.
This he's a jacked up Tom Selleck. This guy was 80s before the 80s was cool. He rocked the 80s
Tom
all the way
Selleck
to the
wishes
90s.
He was Rick Rude.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was this fucking cool with this stash, I would be gyrating just as long as Rick Rude was gyrating.
You put other dudes' wives on your fucking pants on the front of your crotch.
Listen, it's kind of sway and swagger you can get that only that kind of mustache in Robbinsdale, Minnesota can give to you. Okay.
What was it?
We got a good friend.
When he come out and I want all you sweat hogs to shut your mouths while I take my robe off so all the women can see what a real man looks like.
Yeah.
I also like how this is 2 minutes with the top shelf and Ace just keeps on fucking talking.
Hey,
like
that's what happens when you put Rick Rude on the screen, brother.
But I decided you know what? Let's give homage to a classic in himself. One, Mr. Eddie Guerrero from back in the day. Are you kidding me? Even Dirty Dom couldn't pull off this fucking stash right here. My God. The looks that this man probably got in his younger days with a stash like that. Good job, Eddie Guerrero. By the way, look at WCW right there with the EDDY in the name. It feels blasphemous as all hell spelling Eddie like that, but look at that stash. My word. Now, for every good stash like a Rick Rude or a Hulkster or even Eddie Guerrero there, we got to have some trash. So here is one of the worst stashes in all of pro wrestling history. One,
Dutch Mantel up there.
Mr. McMahon. Look at this dirty Walt Disney looking piece of shit. I mean, my God. Of all the caterpillars and all the little lip hair that you can have, to have one just so right above your lip and then dye your hair in the same process. Exactly. This is at the height of you going to get in trouble. Look right here. And this is the side you decided to go with. I literally even put this in here as shitty Vince, because this is the worst way to go out, Vince. You decided to rock a mustache that's just literally a pencil line just drawn right above your fucking upper lip. It's fucking disgusting. It's goddamn terrible. But again, this is the 2 count, so we celebrate not only wrestling, but sometimes comedy. So a lot of people would say that, well, who are you going to celebrate in comedy that rocks a mustache? We're going to go a little bit blue collar with this. That's right. Bill Engvall there had a bit of the goatee going at this point when it was the roast of Larry the Cable Guy. But one Jeff Foxworthy.
That's actually the roast of Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. My bad. My mistake. But these 2 comedy legends of the blue collar in the South knew how to rock that stash. But for every good old boy from the South, you got to find a guy who had the hardest upbringing of them all and still made us all laugh. I don't know if a better mustache exists that's outside of Ravishing Rick Rude, but one Richard Pryor, everybody. Look at the class. Look at that mustache right there. This right here is a man who knew exactly what he was about. That little bit of fro, that stash just lining the lips just so perfectly. There's not a man alive today that can pull off.
I am going to have nightmares tonight.
That look on his face right now is like, I know this white motherfucker ain't talking about
that. Literally looks like a caterpillar on someone. It looks like 2 caterpillars kissing on someone's face.
That's right. He's just got that little bit of a part right there down Center Street. And I tell you what,
that's probably not even on purpose.
I even got a little print back here of one Richard Pryor, the greatest of all time, right there. So there you go. A little walk down memory lane with some of the greatest mustaches to ever exist in wrestling comedy history in celebration of Movember. So for all the guys out there and women, you got guys in your life. You clearly have to. So make sure you're checking on them. Again, Movember is supposed to be bringing attention to men's health issues. So prostate cancer, guys, get yourself checked. It's a huge thing. It's a huge risk. So make sure you guys get yourself checked out for that. And then also, too, mental health awareness. Men's mental health has been one that's been kind of pushed aside, brushed aside for a long time. Make sure you're checking on your dudes and seeing how they're actually doing mentally as well as physically.
Basically, Tom's asking for help.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm just
Tom's just being a
Bones. Just fuck around. That's some good ass cats. Fucking Macho turned into a solid ass cat, didn't he? Vacuum Chevy cats right there. There you go, Macho. How you doing, boy? You better get your ass off that pickup truck. All right, there's my blower right there. Just fire this motherfucker up. Load of shit. All right, Macho's gonna give me an oil change here. What you doing, buddy? Certified mechanic. ASC. Nothing but the best. Look at them cats. Macho, man. Macho turned into a solid-ass cat, didn't he? We got him on a 3-day-a-week power program. Just working heavy sets of 5.
I think
Macho,
Stone Cold's
check it
lost
out.
his fucking mind.
Oh, shit.
Killing cats is the content I didn't know I needed.
Macho stretch. And that hitch and post. Man, it's a good-ass catch. All right, guys, I'm going to fire up this blower. Y'all ain't going to like the sounds of it. That's a solid-ass truck right there, man. Macho, what the fuck? All right, we're out.
Oh, man.
I love Poncho.
Yeah, no, Whitney's right. Like, I never knew I needed that in my life, but as soon as Stone Cold started posting videos of his cats, like, that could become a TV show.
Little baby.
That could be a TV show. Just him hanging out with his fucking cats.
It should be.
It is hilarious. My thoughts are Whitney might have to be on Cat Watch. That'll be her segment. Wrestler's Cat Watch.
Do you know who has the cutest kitten?
See?
Swear to God, if we start getting
Please
celebrity
don't
news
make me be
because of
creepy
cats,
like Tom. Although I have to say, that's been my favorite 2 minutes of Top Shelf so far. I'm going to have nightmares, but it's been my favorite.
hey, thank you. I tried really hard on that, by the way. I did. I
Definitely
generally
my favorite.
tried really hard on that one.
It was a good
Okay.
one.
Once again, anybody in the Rochester area in the chat room, if you are, say what's up. Otherwise, wow.
Yeah, Timmy Tim, you got anybody who or Bugsy? Are you coming to the?
We have a weekend.
I've been trying to talk
for you.
Troy to come in.
Where does he live?
I think Iowa.
By God, Bugsy, if you live in Iowa,
We've met. I do know him. I've met him and not you guys. He's real. I know him.
we're real too. This is not AI. What kind of bullshit AI would I fucking be? Where I fucking go from?
Do you think this is all a dream, Whitney?
Maybe.
Is this all a
We're
dream?
gonna find out this weekend. I'm gonna go all the way to Minnesota and like nobody be there. Like I don't hear from any of you. You guys all block me. Like
It's one gigantic prank that the kid in the wheelchair thought up.
you guys have this. You guys have this show. You have this show with me on Tuesdays, and then on Wednesdays you have a show behind my back, like about how you're putting all this on to me, and I'm crazy.
Y'all don't tell Whitney, even though she's following all of us on Instagram and Twitter and shit like that. Like, yeah, don't tell
I have
Whitney.
a life. I'm not on Instagram and Twitter 24/7. Okay.
The fuck you aren't.
I know. I sit at a gym for 9 hours, just post, repost, share, repost.
Bugsy, where in Iowa do you live?
Yeah, if you ain't too far, man, we can get you some pretty sweet seats here. For the show on Saturday, Chateau Theater, Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah, Bugsy, whereabouts in Iowa are you, and how far?
Yeah, you can just ask Tina. She knows how good these fucking seats are.
Again, Friday night, guys, get your tickets. It is the comedy show. Tim Nella presents Laugh It Up 2. We have D'Angelo Funches, Top Shelf Tom Cholstrom. Headliner is JR, of course, hosted by myself and Mr. Nella. And then, boom, Saturday night this weekend, we've got Madhouse Wrestling. Where's the actually, I should play the video. Why am I doing that? Let's do it right.
What is it that you want to do?
We want to be free! Yeah. We want to be free to do what we want to do! Yeah. We want to get loaded! Yeah! And we want to have a good time! And that's what we're gonna do!
It's pointless arguing with you. You will be left to your own devices.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck it.
I'll tell you what, there's not a match on there where you're going to want to go to the bathroom.
Not at all. That is a stacked card.
That's why we got intermission, JR.
By the
That is
way-
a stacked card.
By the way, first 250 people will get a Stop the Golden Weasel sign with the 2 count on the two count on the back.
Relax, Tim. It's only for one more week, or basically
Stop
less
the
than that.
golden-
You can see the top shelf on a
Golden
fucking.
Weasel. Stop the Golden Weasel.
And
Stop.
also Friday night, Saturday night, and also if you are in the Rochester area and you go to Townies or our good friends at Thirsty Belgium, you can have some Madhouse beer. Madhouse, Little Thistle here in Rochester.
Yeah, Bugsy.
Little
Come on out, man. You want the tickets?
Yeah, Little Thistle made the killer kayfabe killer wheat beer, Madhouse beer, that we will officially have on tap at the show and at the comedy show. It's gonna be
So
amazing.
excited for the beer.
Bugsy, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are willing to come up here Saturday night, which I'm gonna just say this, we go to Des Moines all the time, and I don't know if I ever met you at a show down there. If you're willing to come up here, man, these 2 VIP tickets Saturday night, they're yours.
That's a hell of a deal, man. You're gonna be basically front row center watching Big Ace be the best goddamn ring announcer in the Midwest.
You will get to partake in the pre-party, which we got Jack's Bottle Shop in town coming to do a beer and wine tasting, which he's get some good shit. So that's cool. You're gonna get some food. You're gonna get a commemorative poster. These very fancy tickets. You also get to have your own entrance. You get to come through the curtain and go down the stage to your seats, as well as you get a picture with some of the talent at intermission. And yeah, it's a good deal. So Bugsy, if you are willing to come up, these are yours, but you gotta let me know. Gotta let me know. Everybody else, buy your fucking tickets. Be there.
See,
have anything going on this weekend, Tom?
Yeah, Friday I got a comedy show at this place called Townies in Rochester. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or not, but I'm working with this guy, JR. He's a real hoot. Here's a show post for it. And then King Funches, D'Angelo Funch, or King Funch, D'Angelo Funches, along with good buddy Ace and this guy named Tim Neela. Tim Neela. They'll be the host for the show. We're looking forward to it. I heard great things about Townies. I heard their staff is very friendly and they're good folk to be around. And then this little thing on Saturday called Madhouse Wrestling No Mixer there at the Chateau Theater. It's the classic. It's a historical Chateau Theater in Rochester. It's going to be a great night. You know, you see Tim Neela right there front and center. Looking good, I guess. You know, he's going to be on that with Gable Galileo, Bryce Jordan, Jimmy Wild, Death Dealer, the new guys, Darren Corbin, Solomon Tupu, Badger Briggs, the Hale Twins, Connor Hopkins, Cody Lane. I mean, just all of the talent you can think of. ZK47 is going to be there as well. Max Chill as well in that Mayhem title match. And you get to see a brand new belt, by the way. You get to see a brand new belt. It's good shit. And then Sunday, God willing, I get out of bed soon enough to maybe get home and play a fucking round, like one last round of golf for the year.
Oh,
so,
gross. Is it going to actually be nice up there?
Oh, fucking, I just played on Sunday. Fucking shot 93.
No.
Yeah, weather. I looked. Weather wasn't looking good for golf.
Whatever. Don't be a pussy. Mr.
All right, nerds.
It
is. Go ahead, hurry up. It is 9 o'clock.
Yay. Okay, yeah, Bugsy, get at me on Twitter. Like I said, man, if you're willing to come up, I mean, there's cheap hotels up in this area. You can find them pretty cheap. Some of the
Tom and I are staying at one.
Yeah,
one bed. They're sharing it.
No.
They're going to cuddle.
No.
I would sleep in my car at the hotel before I did that.
Tim, don't say that. Don't say stuff like that about JR. He's a fine comedian. Okay, you don't need to replace him last minute.
Whitney, you want to do any stand up?
I'm not funny.
I think you are. I think you just
well,
you think my real life things like not eating slabs of meat is that's like me being honest and serious. And you're like, you're
No, actually, we really appreciate your stories about fucking relationships and stuff and how many fucking
man.
felons you.
Honestly, my dating history is a fucking joke, so I probably would do pretty okay.
Let's hear about it on Friday, Whitney. We're gonna bring you up. Special guest, Whitney McAllister.
No, I'm not doing comedy. I'm not funny.
Whatever. You don't have a choice in the matter.
I did buy a ticket to go see Jeff Arturi, or how do you say his name? Arturi? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Arcuri.
Yeah, I'm going to Des Moines to see him next April. I bought myself a ticket. I'm going by myself because I'm a weirdo.
Wow.
So I'm taking myself on a date to Des Moines in April.
Well, that'll be fun.
Nice.
I'm scared to go front row to a comedy show by myself, though.
Oh, you will look like a loser.
You should.
Yeah, and I don't want to get called out for being one, but
yeah, it might happen.
Where's the show at?
So I don't know.
Is it in a theater or is it at a comedy
Des
club?
Moines. She said Des Moines.
I think it's in a theater.
If it's in the theater,
you're
you're going to
fine.
say anything to
You're
you.
fine. If it's in a club,
I think. I don't know.
you might.
Yeah.
Let me
If
look.
it's in a club and they start making fun of you, it's because they're bad comics and they shouldn't fucking be there in the first place.
Do you know who Jeff is? It Arturi? I didn't know he said his last name. I think he well, his whole thing is like crowd work.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're
Well,
fucked.
you'll be in on it then. If you're in the front row and his deal is crowd work, he'll be talking to you. But that's okay.
He won't make fun of you though.
Well, either way, enjoy that in April.
Yeah, that's forever away.
I'll tell you what, the big thing is, guys, we're all going to be in the same room together. It doesn't happen all the time when the three of us were able to get there, but the fact that Whitney's actually going to make the trek to Minnesota for some people she's never met.
I'm so excited.
I love it. Anyways, no, we're going to show you a good time. You're going to meet a lot of very, very, very cool people. And you're going to see one hell of a kick-ass wrestling show. So who knows? Maybe you'll even get to partake in something that night. So everybody make sure you join us. Rochester, Minnesota this weekend. Friday night, Townies Comedy. Saturday night, the wrestling show at Chateau Theater. Bugsy, I want to give them to you too because you're a Cowboys guy. So I feel
go.
Hey, we're all there
go.
together. We can me, you, and Whitney can cry together Saturday night about the Cowboys.
He's going.
All right. Go ahead, JR.
Bye-bye.